Hey, howdy, hey everybody, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. And as you can see, we're at the McCarran base here with Boone and Eddie. So let's go ahead and pick up inside. All right, and our first stop is, of course, going to be to Colonel Hsu because we need to, get our bounty for not Roadrunner, Motor Runner.
Anders showed up here not too long ago. I'm told you're the one who got him out of the vault. Can't tell you how relieved I am. Sending him on that mission was a mistake.
Yeah, I don't understand how you could be so careless with the life of a ranger.
I'd hoped he'd be able to slip past their security and be out before anyone knew he was there. But I underestimated the fiends. Should have known better given the hell they've caused for us. Regardless, what you did for Anders isn't something he or any of us around here take lightly. We're all glad to have him back. Thank you.
And yes, like I was saying, we can tell him Motor Runner is dead. Here's his helmet as proof.
Unbelievable. That man has given us so much grief since we set up here. This may be a major turning point for us. I can't tell you how many times we thought we'd taken him out, only to have him show up again later, taking more heads off of fallen troopers. This is for the bounty. And this is from a pool me and a lot of the soldiers around the base had going. You may not be N.C.R, but hey, it's only fair.
Yeah, and if we ask him about how things are going around here for the N.C.R.
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
Yeah, where does that leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the Strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
Alright, sorry, my cats were fighting in the background, but any other problems going on around here?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
And yeah, I could look into who's leaking the intelligence for you.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Alright, and while we're also here, I'm going to pick up the other quest we had last time. I believe we heard about it, but I bet I can make that Legion prisoner talk for you.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
Alright, and coming on up here, opening the door, here is
You
Lieutenant
got something
Boyd.
to say, or do you always look like that?
Alright.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Yeah, do you need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for N.C.R. already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God Centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Alright, is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
Alright, yeah, what do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Yeah, why don't you just beat your prisoners senseless, though?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the N.C.R. frowns on using that sort of tactic. There are some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the N.C.R. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
Alright, so you want me to do what you can't. Gotcha.
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Alright, let's get the show on the road, shall we?
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in. Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the N.C.R. instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
Yeah, I think you're confused. I'm with the excrement right now.
You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order.
You must miss giving orders now that all your men are dead.
Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors.
Yeah, sounds like to me you were too gutless to follow Caesar's orders.
I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room.
Oh no, is Boone and Eddie in the way of Boyd? Yeah, I think they are. Oh no, did she just leave? Why did she leave the room so far? Usually she stays in here.
Is something the matter, Silus? You look upset. Here, maybe you'd better step out for a moment. You've upset him.
And yeah, now we just have to
Your
watch
friend
it
is a
finish
miserable
off here.
fucking degenerate.
I don't know. I thought he seemed like a nice guy.
Tactics are a joke.
If you don't like dealing with me, I can bring my friend back in.
Both of you can rot.
Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you.
And prodding back at Silus.
We don't have anything to discuss, worm.
Yeah, you sure talk tough for someone who's afraid to die.
You think I could get where I was in the Legion army if I feared death? I've led charges against men with guns, carrying only my knife. And I can tell you, it was they who feared me. But suicide is a weak death on a battlefield. It says to your enemy that you fear capture. It says if you're caught, you can be broken.
And if you can't go through with it, you'll look even weaker.
You think I'm going to slit my throat for some megalomaniacal self-appointed dictator? I didn't work my way up to have it all be taken from me out of some irrational paranoia. Caesar's losing it. I believe that. He's been shutting himself in his tent. Privately, he complains of headaches. Whatever it is, it's affecting his ability to lead.
And yeah, so he's given us some pretty good info about Caesar himself, saying he's unwell. So I'm gonna keep letting him talk until he just shuts up.
Time was essential for my mission, but we waited 3 days for him to dispatch us. Another of his headaches. Does that sound like a man in command? He has an operative planted in this very base, but does he use his agent to rescue me? No. He's content to have the agent spend his nights radioing troop positions back to our base camp. He knows I'm here, and he's left me to rot.
And yeah, so now we know that Caesar apparently is doing pretty bad, and there's also, he knows of an operative here. So who is this operative, Silus?
I don't know. I know he sends intelligence by radio in the middle of the night. Sometimes that intelligence would find its way to my Kentary.
Yeah, I don't believe you. You gotta be lying.
Then you're a fool. That man reports to Caesar on what I do here. The Legion isn't going to take me back. My only hope is to escape and disappear. But if I escape and he reports it, they'll hunt me down as long as I live. It served me to report him as much as it served you.
Alright, I think I've heard all I need to. You've been very helpful.
I hope the Legion burns your wretched body at the stake when they conquer this place. Nothing I could tell you would do anything to stop that.
Alright. Have a nice day, Silus. But reporting to, oh, where's Boyd? Oh, Boyd, with our
You got something
success?
to say? You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the N.C.R. some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
Alright, thank you so much, Boyd. We got a little bit of fame, some XP, and some bottle caps. But let's go ahead and I guess touch up with Curtis downstairs in his office and learn more about the intel leak, because we know a little about it now, right? We know Silus knows of an operative here at least.
You got something to
They've been
say,
radioing stuff
always
at night.
like
Oh,
that?
hello, Captain Curtis. Oh,
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
yeah, Colonel Hsu wanted me to help you look into the recent intelligence leaks around here.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Alright, where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
And yeah, so thank you so much. See you around, buddy.
Later.
And able to
You got
catch
something
Boyd
to
here
say, or
before she
do
goes
you
back
always
to her
look like
office.
You're back.
Why, hello. Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it.
Alright, who's missing?
Well, there's Anders.
Now we
He's
know
a
him.
ranger. Yeah. The man I'm more interested in is Corporal White. White had a lot of promise. Wanted to be a ranger as bad as anyone I've seen. But he also had some extracurricular activities going. Now he's gone.
Alright, I will find out what I can about Corporal White for you.
Word around the base is he'd been going regularly to visit a hooker named Dazzle at Gamora. That's a casino on the Strip. Classy place. His belongings are up in the barracks in the concourse building. First bunk on your left if you're facing it from the center. I haven't had a chance to look through his things yet, so that might be a good place to begin.
Alright, so first bunk on the left, past the concourse. Alright, oh, thank you. It is giving us a quest, the whitewash. Okay. But, let me see. What is going on with these break-ins?
Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military base love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that.
Okay, so someone around here has to have access to it. So, would you be willing to give me the control tower access key so I can check it out?
Sure, if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there. Just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it. There's something about this I really don't like. And if I weren't tied up here, I'd be staking it out personally.
But yeah, you've also mentioned thefts around here. What's up with that?
Not the kind of things you like to see go missing. No witnesses yet. I've got my money on Sergeant Contreras, who's supposed to be in charge of distribution, the little weasel. But he's too slick to let anyone catch him doing it. We've searched his possessions a dozen times. Nothing.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for your missing supplies.
Good. The more guns you can recover, the more I'll be able to use to shoot Contreras for being inept.
But that is all that we can do fishing around with Boyd for info. So let's actually go ahead and see what we can do about this radio tower. I don't think it's nighttime yet, so I'm hoping to beat it. Oh, it's nighttime. I do want to explore a bit of Camp McCarran, but, you know, I don't want to rush through it, right? But this is a big place. Like I said, the concourse area we haven't even been to yet, so... But I want to head to the traffic control tower. Alright, and getting to the base of this thing, you'll notice there's a very easy terminal here you can unlock. So let's go ahead and crack this open. And once in, we can view the control tower access log. So we can see the hours of someone entering. We got 6:19, 6:25, 12:05, yada yada yada, 6, and then at 1:02, nice, at 1:15. So at 1 a.m., someone was creeping around. At 1 a.m. on Monday, someone was creeping around. And that's it. So we know about 1 a.m. is when the bandit will come slipping around here. So I'm going to go hide and wait a bit. I guess we could try to go to the concourse before then, but most of the vendors and stuff, I don't know if they go to sleep or not, so I kind of want to wait till it's more lively, so I'll catch you guys actually back here in the morning. Well, not morning, but a few hours. 2 a.m., I'm going to go ahead and go my Pit Boy, and I'm going to drop a Stealth Boy, because you can get caught doing this, and I know my sneak isn't terrible anymore, but again, I'd rather be more safe than sorry, and we're holding 6. I used to only like to carry 3 on me at a time, so yeah. Let's wait around and see what we can see. Oh, yo, we got a soldier moving. Oh, he's kind of sliding, I guess, from this far away, but he is going straight for the door. It looks like sliding. That's really funny, actually. So, let's wait for him to go in. I guess we'll confront him at the top. You know, but, oh, he's in. Let's go ahead and rush him. So, we should be able to be undetected. Oh, our Stealth Boy just wore off, so very clutch indeed. But I am going to sneak as soon as we get in here, just because I don't want to get caught once we're in, you know? So, let's go ahead, drop an autosave, and use our key.
Lupa, this is Frumentarius Picus. Over.
Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them mind that stretch.
10-4, Picus. Fiends will be alerted.
Roger, Lupa.
What's the status of your primary mission, Picus?
Charges are set. Detonation will occur as the train leaves the station. Over.
How long?
Couple of minutes. Over.
10-4. Keep us updated.
10-4.
Yeah, so...
What are you doing here? You don't have clearance.
Captain Curtis! I have clearance for catching... And let's see, 1, 2... Alright, then we need to run, because he just said the monorail is about to blow up. So, we are going to make our way as fast as we possibly can to the monorail that is right by Colonel Hsu's office, you know? So, and we want to stop this trip from having an explosive train heading towards it as well, right? Stop the train, please! There's no guards either, no! Alright. We found the train, Now we have to find the explosives. We can make it on, aha. Look at that. The device looks as though it's armed and could go off any moment. So we need 35 explosive or science of 45 or higher. So, let's defuse the charge. And there we go, we extract the bomb successfully. Looks like that's the only one. Yep, there we go. So, we can now report back to Colonel Hsu.
We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. We got the Ranger safe house key, but sadly, yeah, you won't be having any problems with the intelligence leaks anymore.
No? What happened?
It was Curtis. He's in the Legion. I can prove he tried to blow up the monorail as well.
Curtis? He's been in the N.C.R. long before our conflict with the Legion. There's just no way. I hope you're mistaken, but somehow I don't think so. It explained a lot. This is much worse than anyone expected. There could be others, too. You've done everything that was asked of you. You have my personal thanks for this. And I'll make sure you receive the credit you deserve.
And yeah, so we've now, I guess saved Camp Forlorn, not Forlorn, Camp McCarran for now. But I believe we can now talk to Boone and unlock a little more about him. But I think we're going to be saving that for next time because we've already spent quite enough time here helping out around Camp McCarran. But as always, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. Share it out with your friends if you think they'd also enjoy this type of content. And as always, I've been Cowboy Fitz here with you today. I'll see you guys next time.